Welcome to Captain Cappy Gaming, Elder Scrolls Edition. In these videos, we cover anything worth knowing, both old and new. From quest to crafting and housing, we do it all. We even host competitions and giveaways where you can win free stuff. Let's dive in. Scribing in ESO can be very complicated and sometimes even intimidating. So in this video, we're going to tell you guys what scribing is, how to unlock it, everything you need to get started, and lastly, how to scribe your own skills. For those of you who don't know, scribing is essentially a customizable skill system where you take a base skill called a grimoire and you add all your buffs and debuffs, effects, damage, or even healing, whatever you really want, to create your own personalized abilities. Now, if you want to start scribing, it's really easy. Just head over to the Crown store, go to the quest starter section, and then all the way at the bottom, you'll see a quest called the Second Era of Scribing. Accept this quest, and then it'll take you to a guy standing outside of a mage's guild usually. He will open a portal. Then you'll follow this knight into another portal, do a bunch of quests for some magical beings, and then once you're done that quest, you'll have unlocked the basics of scribing. Now, to actually scribe your own skill, you're going to need 4 things. First being the grimoire. This is the base of your skill and what you're going to be building around. You can buy them for 50k at the merchant in the Scholarium. Then, to go with the grimoire, you're going to need 3 other things. These are called scripts. Now, there's 3 different kinds of scripts. First, there is the focus script, which defines the main function of the grimoire. Is this thing going to be a damage ability? Or do you want it to heal? Or maybe it's even something like a stun or a taunt. That is what the focus script is. Then, there's the signature script. This adds a secondary effect, something like damage over time, resource recovery, or even ultimate generation. And lastly, for the scripts, you're going to need a affix script. This adds the buffs or debuffs. All of like those major and minor effects, that's what the affix script is actually one more thing you need for scribing, and that is luminous ink. That's a resource that you can get from basically anywhere after unlocking the scribing system, and it's going to cost you 1 ink per script that you add to the ability. So most abilities will cost you 3 luminous ink. Now, moving on to how we actually get the 3 different types of scripts. To get the scripts to drop, you're going to have to complete the luminary wings. And what this means is that each of these doors you see here, they all have their own quest that you'll have to complete. And once you complete their quest, you can get a specific type of scripts by doing certain things. We'll start with the Griffin door. Once you've done its quest, you can get focus scripts by doing 3 different things. First off, you can get a focus script by completing a daily delve quest anywhere. The first quest you do for the day will have a 100% chance to have the script in the reward box. You can also get more of these by doing daily delves, but after the first one, it will drop to 25% chance, so I do not recommend it. The second way to get focus scripts is by doing the daily Mages Guild quest. If you talk to this guy named Oliver Baron, you can find him in any of the Mages Guilds in the big major cities. He'll give you the quest, and they'll send you to a random public dungeon to where you'll normally have to go to the group event, where you'll find a chest, open it, then bring it back to the Mages Guild to finish the quest. Now, unlike the daily delves, you can't do more than 1 Mages Guild daily per day, unless you were to go on another character. And the third way to get the focus scripts is by getting the PvP rewards for the worthy mail containers. Now, I like using battlegrounds for these because even if you get destroyed and lose, you'll still get the rewards for the worthy and your focus script. Now moving on to how you can get these signature scripts. Now these are all similar to the focus scripts. The first method being by doing any world boss daily quest. The second way to get them is by doing the daily Fighters Guild quest. Just like the Mages Guild, they could be found in any major cities in their Fighters Guild. Talk to this guy over here, and then they'll give you a quest to go destroy a dark anchor somewhere. Go destroy that dark anchor, and then return to her to finish the quest and get your script.
Another day, another dolmen. Doesn't look like a blood fiend gnawed off any of your...
The third way to get signature scripts is actually by going to Cyrodiil. Once you're in Cyrodiil, head to the transition shrine, and you're going to want to make sure that your alliance owns a village. Any village will do. Once you go there, there will be 2 people who will give you daily quests. Grab either or, doesn't matter, just finish a daily quest in this village, and then from the reward box, you will get a signature script. Now, thankfully, these daily quests are super easy to do. All I had to do for this one was just teleport to some rocks outside of town, and then come back to the guy.
I can't live to do this myself, and few others would survive.
Now, for the way you can get affixed scripts. The first way to get them is from World Event Dailies. So for example, things like arrow storms, dragons, or even volcanic vents. I prefer volcanic vents because I can do them solo, but you can go with any of them in any of the regions.
We're not...
This will give you your first affixed script. The second way to get them is from doing a daily Undaunted quest. So I like to do the Bolgrul Delve quest, but the pledges also count as well. The Bolgrul quests are essentially just a daily delve. It'll send you to a delve somewhere, ask you to do something, come back to the Undaunted Enclave, talk to Bolgrul, and then get your affixed script.
Work. I know it.
The third way to get affixed scripts are by doing dailies in the Imperial City. You can find dailies in any of these 6 sections, and they'll have you do whatever, and then come back to your sewer base, where you can talk to them and get your reward.
The fools will never expect us to tunnel beneath them. Dig faster, you undead cretin!
Now that we've learned how to get everything we need for scribing, we're going to actually show you how to scribe your skills. And first, as I said before, we're going to need a grimoire, which you can get from the merchant in the Scholararium. Now, what I didn't mention before was that every time you make a skill using a grimoire, you're going to have to buy another one or clear out the old one. But thankfully, after buying the first grimoire for 50k, you can buy another one for 10k of the same grimoire that you bought before. So that does save you money, which is nice. Once you've bought the grimoire that you want, go in your inventory and consume them to unlock them. Then make your way over to the blue crystal. This is where we'll be combining everything together. Now that we're at the scribing altar, we can go ahead and select our grimoire, which in this case is going to be Shield Throw. Now, I'm a tank, so for our focus script, we're probably going to want something like Taunt. Now that we have Taunt, we need to pick our signature script. Now, I don't have too many learned on this character, so we'll just go with Sage's Remedy, which actually isn't that bad either way. It gives us a nice little heal, scaling off our max health. Now, all we have left to do is choose an affixed script. Once we've chosen all 3 of our scripts and we're ready to scribe this new skill, we can go ahead and confirm to create our new ability. That's going to be everything for this video. I hope this guide helped you guys out, and if you want to see more like it, just let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's completely free and would help me out a lot. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.